Biotechnology is the most exciting and revolutionary science of this century. It is a field of applied biology which involves the use of living organisms and bioprocesses in engineering, technology, medicine, and other fields requiring bioproducts. Biotechnology has applications in four major industrial areas, including healthcare, crop production and agriculture, non food uses of crops and other products, and environmental uses. We'll study how human beings have used biotechnology to improve the quality of life, especially in the field of food production and health. The applications of biotechnology include therapeutics, diagnostics, genetically modified crops for agriculture, processed food, bioremediation, waste treatment, and energy production. The critical research areas of biotechnology are providing the best catalyst in the form of improved organism, usually a microbe or a pure enzyme, creating optimal conditions through engineering for a catalyst to act, and downstream processing technologies to purify the protein or the organic compound. World population has increased so drastically and is predicted to double in the next 40 to 50 years. Ensuring an adequate food supply for this booming population is going to be a major challenge in the years to come. The Green Revolution succeeded in tripling the food supply, but it is not enough to feed the growing human population. The increased production have not only been due to the use of improved crop varieties, but also due to use of agrochemicals like fertilizers and pesticides. But in developing countries, the use of agrochemicals is very expensive for the farmers. Sometimes agrochemicals also reduce the fertility of the soil and cause pollution. So there are three options in order to increase the food production. The agrochemical based agriculture, organic agriculture, and genetically engineered crop based agriculture. Plants, bacteria, fungi, and animals whose genes have been altered by manipulation are called the genetically modified organisms or GMO. Genetically modified plants are pest resistant ones. They grow pest resistant plants can help to eliminate the application of chemical pesticides and thereby reduce the cost of agriculture. Then the genetically modified plants are herbicide tolerant ones, crop plants genetically modified or genetically engineered to be resistant to very powerful herbicides. They could help to prevent environmental damage by reducing the amount of the herbicides needed or used. Then these genetically modified ones are disease resistant ones. There are many viruses, fungi, and bacteria which cause plant diseases, and genetically modified plants are resistant to these diseases. They are resistant to cold, drought, salt, and heat tolerant ones. And some of these genetically modified plants are with enhanced nutritional value of food, like vitamin A enriched rice. GM plants have been used to carry tailor made plans to supply alternative resources to industries in the form of starches, fuels, pharmaceuticals. The main advantage of using this genetically modified organism technique in agriculture is possibility of increasing productivity through the use of new varieties that possess properties like resistance to pest. The damage to crops is mainly caused by insect larvae and to some extent the adult insects. Imparting the property of pest resistance through the transfer of gene from Bacillus thuringiensis (BT) into the target plant through modern biotechnical method is considered to be one of the most advanced applications of biotechnology. This Bacillus thuringiensis toxin, BT toxin gene has been cloned from the bacteria and been expressed in plants to provide resistance to insects without the need for insecticides. BT cotton, BT corn, BT brinjal have been produced by transferring the BT toxin gene into the target plant. BT cotton is a genetically modified crop that contains a foreign gene isolated from Bacillus thuringiensis. This bacterial gene produces a toxic insecticidal crystalline protein which destroys bollworms. Actually, Bacillus thuringiensis produces this toxic protein in an inactive form, but when an insect ingests this inactive protein, it is converted into an active form of toxin due to the alkaline pH of the digestive system, which solubilizes the crystals. This activated toxin binds to the surface of the epithelial cells of the midgut and creates pores that causes death of the insect. The toxin is coded by a gene named CRY gene, and hence the toxin is called as CRY protein. Specific BT toxin genes were isolated from Bacillus thuringiensis and incorporated into the several crop plants like cotton, brinjal. The choice of genes depends upon the crop and the targeted pest, as most of these Bacillus thuringiensis toxins are insect group specific. The toxin is coded by a gene named CRY. There are a number of them. For example, the proteins encoded by the gene CRY1AC and CRY2AB control the cotton bollworms and CRYIAB controls corn borer. Several nematodes parasitize a wide variety of plants and animals, including human beings. A nematode, Meloidigine incognita, infects the roots of tobacco plants and causes a great reduction in yield. A new strategy was adopted to prevent this infestation, which was based on the process of RNA interference. RNA interference takes place in all eukaryotic organisms as a method of cellular defense. This method involves slicing of a silencing of a specific messenger RNA due to a complementary double-stranded RNA, which binds to and prevents the translation of the messenger RNA, which is called the silencing. The source of this complementary RNA could be from an infection by viruses having RNA genomes, or mobile genetic elements, or the jumping genes or transposons that replicate by way of RNA intermediates. Using agrobacterium vectors, nematode specific genes were introduced into the host plant. The introduction of DNA was such that it produced both sense and antisense RNA in the host cells. These two RNAs, being complementary to each other, formed a double-stranded RNA that initiated RNA interference and silenced the specific RNA of the nematode. The consequence was that the parasite could not survive in a transgenic host expressing a specific interfering RNA. The transgenic plant got itself protected from the parasite.